That'll happen in
What we want to do
tables.
next is we want you to take a unit that you already taught from January to May. Okay, a unit in the spring semester, one you've taught before. Could be your science unit, could be a social studies unit. And we want you to think about how you're already teaching inquiry in that, not in an isolated way, but in a way that promotes student-generated questions, but allows them to be involved in the research process, in the reading, writing, thinking. So when you look at that unit, it could be, I was thinking about Sun Moon in first grade. I was thinking about in third grade how awesome your social studies would be, like the Loyalists versus the Patriots. In fourth grade and fifth grade, they love history so much. Or the astronomy unit you guys do. In second grade, y'all already done Native Americans, but in the spring, you guys do a space animal unit that's pretty awesome in the spring. So think about what you've already done, and we want you to think about how you could use the inquiry-based standards to promote student inquiry in your unit. Kind of look through, yep, I do this, this, and this, and then give yourself the opportunity to improve your existing unit by making it more student-centered through the inquiry standards. So the standards are based on a theory of inquiry-based learning. We don't want you to just cite standards. We want you to think about how you can use that theory of learning to improve the unit of study in the spring. So we'll take some time to do that, okay? And Nicole and I are going to help.
Yep, and as you're working on your unit and you notice, here's a good example of them translating wonderings into questions. If you see something like that, highlight it. Whether you have a paper copy and you highlight it or you're on your computer. Highlight it because that will be your evidence for kid watching. Anything you add to it to add some more inquiry-based learning. Highlight it when you put it in because those will be the things that we look for in your kid watching. Does that make sense?
That's a great point because your December assignment, not due till January 15th, but your December kid watching, and you can do it as a grade level, is to take that unit of study, however way you plan it. We purposely didn't give you a set template because you guys use a different lesson plan than you guys do. Doesn't necessarily have to be in a daily lesson plan. It needs to be at least 2 weeks. You can type it up in a narrative. You can do it together. Y'all have so many of your units that are integrated, and you're going to highlight how you utilize inquiry. Doesn't have to be verbatim the standards, but just where is inquiry-based learning embedded in how students learn the content. And if you don't have much inquiry in there, think about how you could flip it. For example, if in the past you taught rocks and minerals in third grade with a flip chart where students read it and then asked questions that you created, how easy would it be to take the suggestion of students generate questions, that's the first standard there, and let them ask questions, like in a KWL chart or a RAND chart, that they generate questions that they can promote some in-depth inquiry into. So you can look at your existing plan and see where opportunities are for more inquiry, modify it, highlight that. We're looking for evidence of inquiry. If you include the inquiry-based standards